Niall, what we watching?
Oscar De La Hoya against Cecil Trinidad. So to be honest, every time we come to Pats, we end up watching boxing, which is good, isn't it? We all ask each other questions and to learn from it.
I think that's the great way to start. Who's your favourite fighter of all time?
I won't say I've just got one, to be honest. I've got quite a few.
Go on, give us like three.
Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Terence Crawford.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Adam, your favourite fighter of all time?
Favourite fighters? There's a few. You can't. I feel like you shouldn't just pick one, because I've watched several fighters. So I'd probably say like it's like 3 or 4 maybe. Probably like Salvador Sanchez would be one.
Yeah.
Roberto Duran maybe, and Wilfredo Benitez.
Nice. Amar, the newest member of the Black Flash.
Yeah.
How you settling in?
Yeah, it's been good. I started. I think I had my first fight on the park was. I was training for about 3 months. I learned so much already. Yeah, I'm just slowly. Obviously, I'm fitting in now, and yeah, learning a lot on the park.
Nice. Right, for our audience who haven't met you, can you state your name, your weight class, and your record as it stands?
Amar Akbar, I'm 21, super lightweight. As an amateur, I won like 2 national titles. I boxed for England twice. I was 7-time regional champ. And now I'm signed with Frank Warren, 2-0.
Nice. Must be difficult living your obviously previous gym, because what I've heard was your dad was used to be a trainer. How was it leaving that gym and then coming to Black Flash? How difficult was that transition?
It wasn't really difficult, really. My dad wants the best for me, really, and he said that we need a change, because I don't think we got a bit stale, because he's trained me from young. We got a bit stale, really, and yeah, we were just looking around for gyms and that. And the first day I come to Pat's gym, I knew straight away this were exactly what I wanted, my style, and yeah, and now I'm just adding little bits to my game now, yeah. In the Pat.
Nice one. Pat, what's Amar like as a fighter?
I mean, to be fair with you, I mean, I thought I was very blessed when Amar walked through the door, because normally when I get kids that come through the door, it's what I make them. It's what I have to do to make them the fighter, helping them, create them to be the best. But I mean, with Amar, I didn't know what to think when they came through the door. But I started watching him on the bags and put my bit on the pad, and I just thought to myself, wow, this kid's got so much to offer. I mean, what I'm trying to say with him is this fine, small little things that it doesn't do, that it needs to make him absolutely, world class. I mean, some of the things, the way he slips, the way he moves, everything about him in the ring is brilliant, and it's so natural. And what I'm trying to say, for me to have a fighter like that, it's very. I was really fortunate to say that. It's like the first time I had Tyson Fury, when we used to train him, and Brian told me years ago, before, when he was only 18, before he was anything, he said, this kid's going to be a world champion. And he knew it straight away. And it's like, I always believe in every one of my fighters that they can be champions. They've got the attribute, they've got the ability, they've got the one thing that most fighters don't have. They trust me and they believe in me. And that's what's, together, we do it together, we work as a team. And now, no, not looking at any of my own fighters, but for somebody else that I've had to do very little with, I'm not going to lie and say, oh, this is what I've done. It's not. His dad has done an absolutely amazing job with it. But I think it just gets that little, when he says it gets stale, I get what he means. It doesn't get stale, it's just that little bit there that's kind of like, I don't know what, do you know what I mean? And it's come to that kind of, what you call it. And the thing with me and Amar is, I don't believe in all that hard work. Like, 100 miles an hour. I believe in slowing things down, breaking it down, introducing him to things that I think would make him better, and let him do it, and then he'll realise it himself. Like, Amar it picked up a. I mean, these lads will tell you, what's his left jab like?
Sick. Like,
Just sort of natural.
yeah.
I mean, and before he come to the gym, he wasn't using the jab. This kid would just fight, and I'm looking at him for some reason. He just wanted to get stuck in. Yeah, so it's good to have both sides of him out. I know he can fight, but why do that when you can box? So then he can box, and then he can get in to work the body, and then get out, and then go back long. And the way he does it, it's fantastic. It's like, I love what, I mean, I had these two moving about the other day, just said, right, 4 rounds, and to sit down to watch Niall and Amar, I was just sat on the stool, not on the bench, back on the radiator, just relaxing, watching these two, and it was like going back 30 years in College and Mustard, when Brian was there, just watching the skillful technique of sparring, and these two trying to outplay each other, and it was just amazing. And it wasn't like a real ass back, because it was limited to what they could do, but everything was off the jab, and it was absolutely amazing. I really loved it, and it kind of reinvented me to say, you know what, I'm starting to fall back in love with boxing again, because what I've got in my gym with these young kids, I would rather have less, yeah, and have this kind of, what you call it, that I can work with, rather than having loads where I'm finding it hard to able to work with and teach, because these kids here, it's like, he's got his own way, he's got his own way, he's got his own way, so you can give him things now. And what even helped the gym even more, I brought my brother in helping, where before he was just part of the helping with the promotion. And I thought to myself, hey, what about my brother? Because back in the day, he used to work a lot with me, and mentally he used to make me feel great. You know what I mean? He gave me the confidence. And back in the day, no one didn't know this. Mike used to train Zelfa. When Zelfa was only a kid, it was Mike that was padding Zelfa and training him in the same weights gym where we used to go. Mike made Zelfa the fighter he was today. I mean, I take part in it, but from being a kid, he was so talented, and it's what Mike, his uncle Mike, made him. Do you know what I mean? And I've just realised, I mean, Mike's been working with Niall, he's been working with Adam, and you know, I can see the improvement, because he's got another way where sometimes I'm a bit impatient now with these lads, because I'm like, I know how good they are, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you see what? And it's like they go within themselves. So my brother's so calm and so gentle, so mild, and he's like, and then I think, hang on a minute, I've been telling you to do this for how long, and you just doing it like that. So I mean, so it's good to have my brother helping me in a different way. So I mean, and then you've got Zelfa and Lyndon, which, again, we've done all the hard work. People don't realise you've done all the hard work from right back down there. So when you're here, there's less you have to do. So I mean, so you know, with Amar now and starting this new journey with Amar, it's exciting, because everything's already there. It's just slowing him down now and letting him learn the game. And you know, when he's boxing, when he's behind that jab, you know, to believe in it, setting. Now we're just working on body shots now, because everything comes off the jab, and the way he's throwing the jab and he's throwing the right hand, it's great. So now let's work on, you know, how we chop the tree, and how we work to the body, and that's the next phase that we're working on.
Lads, what's it like to work with Mike in the gym, Mike Barrett?
It's good, you know, like what Pat said just then. I was practicing for something with Mike, and I was doing it, and I showed Pat, and he's like, I've been showing you that, why didn't, like, what's the difference? And like I said, sometimes it's just the way that it comes across with it. So yeah, for me it's good. It's just like extra eyes. You know what I mean? It's somebody that Pat trusts, so obviously if Pat trusts him, I trust him. You know what I mean? It's not just, it's more like quality over quantity. It's not just anybody telling us. It's coming from like the original.
Place of knowledge. Yeah. Have we got anything to add? Or?
I just feel like Mike's got more of a different approach, and sometimes.
A calmer person.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah, you can say that if you want. Yeah, he's got like a calmer approach to things, and it just gives you a different outlook. He might say the same thing, but in a different way, and sometimes you need that. So, yeah, I think that's the way he helps out, I think.
Yes. Adam, in your last outing in Liverpool, and as we've mentioned, during the fight, I could see Pat very vocal in your corner. You started off, really well. The first 2 rounds, I think you won it outright. But slowly, the guy sort of came into the fight. How hard is it or easy is it not to get frustrated during the fight and keep doing what you've worked on with Pat?
I mean, at that point in the fight, it's not about being frustrated. It's just about what needs to be done to get the win. You know what I mean? So, looking back on it now, I know where I went wrong, what I could have done more, certain mistakes and things like that. And I'm trying to correct them in the gym. So, in my next fight or in the next couple of fights, they should be showing.
Nice, that's good. Obviously, you've been working hard. Obviously, with Pat. I think the audience would like to know what's the plan for 2022. What's your progression?
2022 is just to fight more, keep busy, get fights, and keep improving, keep getting experience, and keep winning.
Nice. Niall, yesterday sparring. Obviously, I was on the sideline watching, and even that I can see a lot of improvement from your. I think it was the Newcastle fight.
Yeah.
You look really sharp in the sparring. In the Newcastle fight, I felt like you were tired towards the end of it. But I think with this, you can see, we went, I think it was 6-7 rounds.
Yeah, 6 rounds.
Yeah, you're looking sharp. Even Pat, you can tell it was nodding and everything. So what have you been working on and to try and get to your optimal best?
To be honest, I've been working on everything. Obviously the fundamentals, jab, straight right, left hook, and then putting it together. Obviously don't neglect the body. But for me, that spar it was okay, but I know there's a lot more to bring out myself. And I feel like Pat knows that as well, so we're working together to bring it out and just be the best I can be. Because I know there's a lot more that I can do.
What's it like working with Zelfa and Lyndon in the gym?
It's great because obviously they're just normal lads like ourselves. You can chat to them about pretty much anything. Boxing wise, they've been there and done it. I mean, for me especially, because I'm coming into this new, I've got a lot of catching up to do. So to be able to ask them who've been there and done it, it's great for me.
And what's it like working with the boss man?
Same again. Pat's got all the experience. He's been there, done it. He's seen it all. So to be able to get knowledge of him is great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Adam, what's it like working with Pat?
I mean, like Niall said, like.
You don't have to be scared to tell the truth.
I was going to tell the truth anyway. But yeah, it's just like Niall said, like it's not an experience he's not been through. You know what I mean? So to have someone like that in your corner who believes in you and trusts in you, like why wouldn't you want that? You know what I mean? Because in boxing, you're in it. I'm not being funny, but it's a sport where there's a lot of like using people and con men or whatever you want to call them, but to have someone like this in your corner who genuinely cares for you and wants the best for you, then why wouldn't you want that?
Yes. Pat, I asked the boys earlier who were like your favorite fighters. Can we know your top 3 fighters?
Yeah, I mean, Sandy Sadler, Willie Pep. I mean, these don't even probably know these. Sugar Ray Robinson.
Thought you were going to say Pat Barrett.
No, Thomas Hearns. So, I mean, I was raised watching Tommy Hearns. I used to always think it was Tommy Hearns. And boxing's a funny thing, really, because I'm going to tell you something. You can have all the skill in the world, right, in the gym, but I guarantee what you have in the gym, you never showcase in a fight. Yeah, it's every time I used to work on things, sidestepping, cow gym, and everything else. But I asked myself the question, now, why did I never do it in a fight? Why did no one really see the ability that I really had? Yeah, I was just recognised for this big puncher, yeah, that I could knock people out. But even that came from timing. It came from timing. It came from creating timing. It wasn't just the explosive punch. It's how you did it, and it's what I'm trying to say now. It's like what's the word? I emphasize this word a lot. It's like Jurassic Park. I do believe boxing is becoming extinct. I do believe it's on the way down. I do believe when you look inside boxing now and you come inside the boxing, you'll see that it's not as great as it is. Yeah, I mean, I mean, the likes of Amar is in a very good situation, in a very good position, you know, being with the Frank Warren, and once they actually realise the talent that they have got, I mean, they will put a lot more into this kid. Yeah, so he's kind of blessed in that way. Yeah, again, you know, he's with us. You know, I want him to be the best. Yeah, I don't want to take nothing from him. I want to prove to everybody that this kid is exactly what I say is. Amar Akbar, yeah, will win a world title. Yeah, providing he doesn't have no distractions, no nothing, and keeps doing what he's doing. This kid here now at the side of me will go all the way, guaranteed. Guaranteed. I've seen heaps of talent in my gym. I've come across plenty of talent, and you know, apart from the ones that I've raised, I've got myself, nothing has ever got me as excited as when these words walk through the door. And I don't mean that these kids don't, because these kids do. These kids do it because I believe in them, and it's what I'm trying to say. Adam was just a basic fighter. For a minute, I tell you something about him, and everyone says, "Fucking hell, I don't turn him pro, yeah, you know." And I thought, why not? Oh, you know what, Pat, you know, you ought to just see where it goes in the championships, you know. But you don't realise that he's got this kind of slow start, but it's like a finger he picks up as he goes along. You see what you don't realise about him? Yeah, and once he starts steamrolling, he's going to be one of the most strongest super featherweights that's going to live. His defence is impeccable. The way he can walk, once he really believes in himself and brings it out through these 3 years, what you're going to see. Now, what I've got here now with me, this is why they're there. There's something special about them all. Yeah, and you know what I'm trying to say? So it gives me a certain kind of buzz, do you know what I mean, in every way, so.
So Amar, great words from the trainer sat next to you, Pat. How difficult is it not to get carried away and, you know, keep your feet on the ground and keep working out until you get a chance?
Definitely, obviously it's great words coming from Pat, but just taking like slow steps really, taking a fight at a time, learning the trade really. I've got a lot of improvements to make, and hopefully each fight just get better and better as the fight takes me.
Nice. I've asked everyone in the room. Can you give us your top 3 fighters?
I watched a lot of. Now I'm watching Tommy Hearns. I've seen since I've been at Pat's gym. I can see like Pat's been watching a lot of Tommy Hearns. The movement, like the body shots. I've been watching him like the body shots. And yeah, Tommy Hearns, Floyd Mayweather, and I watch a lot of Terence Crawford now. Yeah.
What's the plan for 2022?
Just trying to just getting fights, staying busy, and hopefully, just see improvements in my game.
Yeah. Pat, just a brief on each and every one of the fighters here today. Your plan for them for 2022?
My plan, I know what it is. My plan for them is just to keep them busy and just keep them active and keep them winning, and you know, build the Black Flash Boxing channel up, and you know, to give the ones exposure, the ones that don't have like what the platform that Amar's got. I mean, I just believe platform is a platform. It's, look, if you've got 3 million people watching you, then it's as good as being on. Do you know what I mean? And that's where we want to take it. We want to take our thing to that kind of level. You know what I mean? You know, obviously sooner or later. I mean, if Amar, I'd love to see Amar on a Black Flash show while he's coming through. Do you know what I mean? Just to keep him active. You know what I mean? I just want to see them all do well. And how they do well is by the more active the fighter is, the more better they're going to do. Do you know what I mean? The more experience, the more they're picking up and learning. Like, these two here now, how many fights have you had?
3.
And this is going to be your 4th before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Considering, when did you turn pro?
My first fight was in July, so yeah, considering it's what been.
And what's this now for you?
The third one.
The third fight.
Third one, yeah.
So they've done well. So I mean, within that time, that I'm keeping them active, so they're learning the game well as well. So I mean, they're not just going to be sat down and, you know, things going through the head, and you know, this kid here now is something special. And you know, even though he's not as active as these, he's more in the gym and he's doing more learning. And when he does, the next time, unfortunately, the last time he fought, I wasn't able to be in the corner with him. Yeah. and was it because I had my own show?
Yeah,
He had my own show on that same day. Okay, so we had all these fighting, so we did the work. But the next time round, I'm able to be in the corner with him. He's able to follow and work to the pattern of what I want him to do, and that then is going to make this kid shine. Everybody on BT Sports will say, "Wow, where's this kid been?" They don't realise he's right in front of their eyes. Yeah, I'm not just saying it, and I wouldn't just say it, but he's special.
Yes.
Yeah, he is special.
Yeah. Cool. Guys, listen. Just in one word, can you describe Pat? So I'll go with you, Amar, first. One word.
One word.
Yeah, you can just describe Pat.
I'll go with
Okay, you go.
before anyone takes mine.
Yeah.
Unique.
Unique.
No one can take that now.
Nice.
I'll go. I'll work.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah. He's like,
I'd say dedicated.
Dedicated. Nice.
Oh, don't ask Adam. Don't ask Adam. What's going through Adam's head? I'm telling you this.
It's in the team, innit? But
He's going back in time thinking, "Oh, the man that time that bastard shot made me feel this big in the gym." I tell you what I feel about him. He's a fucking prick.
nah.
Should we come back to you?
Now, the thing with Pat is, I've realised he won't get off you until you get a certain punch right, and I don't think there'll be many coaches out there that are that so on the fighters, if you know what I mean. Like, until you get it perfect, he won't move from you, and I don't think there'll be many like that coaches out. And then it's just you're more grateful that you have someone in your corner like Pat.
That's true, that, because it shows that he cares. It's not just like, okay, that'll do. Like, there's been many a times we've been on the pads and we won't leave the pads until they've got the punch correct. And as soon as we've got it correct, 3 or 4 times, that's it. We'll come back to it the next working day. So I think that's good. It just shows that he cares. You know what I mean?
I've got a word, disciplined.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Nice. And Pat, I'll reverse the question. Can you describe each and every one of them in one word? So I'll go around the room. So I'll start with Amar first. Just one word.
It's what I said to you before. Special.
Special. Adam?
Unique. Yeah. And this kid here is fantastic. Because and the reason why I say that, because from anybody what can cross over, look, what you got to realise here, he's had amateur experience. Yeah. He's someone who just walked into another sport, never done it before. Yeah. All they used to do, I've seen a lot of these Muay Thai kids there, and they're so squared up and they're so unorthodox. What you don't realise about this guy, is not just great, he's more than great. He can box both sides. Same as, it's a natural orthodox and it's a natural southpaw. It's impossible. Yeah, you see Crawford do it. Yeah, this kid has got. It's like, wow, how did he do it? Do you know what I mean? So when each and every one of them are all different in their own way. What I would work with him, I wouldn't work with him. What I would work with him, I wouldn't do. So they've all got their own set kind of thing they have to do, and that's why I make them do. Don't ask to do something else until you learn one thing. And the main thing, what I'll teach everybody the same, is to have a fantastic jab. Because this is how you pick the lock. Yeah. This here is a master key. And it opens up every combination that you want to do. You can feint off it, you can throw off it, you can work off it, you can double up it. You can do whatever you want. Because the jab is one of the most frustratingest punch in the whole history of boxing. And if you go back, like I just said, to Willie Peck, to Sandy Sadler, to all them guys, you see them how they used to use the jab. Yeah. And you get all these people now today, all they want to do is knock you out. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, all the greatest fighters from back in the day would set knockouts up. Knockouts come off the greatness. Yeah. And you don't see that no more. Yeah. The only person that was prehistoric that could just walk in the ring and knock you out like an animal was Mike Tyson. But also, Mike Tyson used to out-jab a bigger man. Yeah, he used to still use the jab.